The Arrowverse is a connected DC TV show universe that started with Arrow and a few months ago ended with The Flash. And I have recently been asked to restructure the entire Arrowverse. So this is part one of this new series, which is called A Wonderful Start. I'm only going to go over Arrow and Wonder Woman in this video, but more videos is going to come, and I'll talk about more like The Flash, Black Lightning, even Nightwing. Eventually, I'm only going to talk about one season of a show, pure part or episode or video or whatever you want to call it, because of, eventually it's going to be completely different from the Arrowverse, but the beginning is going to be very similar to the Arrowverse we got real life. The only not the only difference, but the major difference is that some of the episode count is shorter. A lot of these shows are going to have an episode count of 13 episodes throughout this version of the Arrowverse. So let's go ahead and talk about season 1 of Arrow. So this is going to be pretty much the same season 1 of Arrow that a lot of us DC fans know and love. It's pretty similar. It starts the same, but a different episode count. So here's what the episode count is. So it's Pilot, Honor Thy Father, Lone Gunman, An Innocent Man, Damaged, Legacies, Year's End, Trust But Verify, Vertigo, Betrayal, The Odyssey, Dead to Rights, Salvation, The Undertaking, Darkness on the Edge of Town, Sacrifice, and that's it. So some of the major episodes I had to remove is the episodes involving the Huntress, because she doesn't really work in this version of the Arrowverse. Also the episode with Firefly also doesn't really work too much with this version of the Arrowverse. Next up we have is Wonder Woman. So this is the Arrowverse's version of Wonder Woman, which will pretty much be replacing Supergirl for the most part. Now my plans for season 1 of Wonder Woman is pretty much it's going to be like representing the golden age of comics. So it's going to really evolve around like the Justice Society and some of the golden age DC villains. So that's what it'll be pretty much focusing on. It's kind of like, think of it like, another way to talk about this season is think of it like the Wonder Woman movie, but it takes place in World War II and it's slightly different. Well, actually, pretty much the most like similarities is that Ares is the main villain of season 1 of this version of the Arrowverse. So now I want to talk about the Justice Society of America. Now, Wonder Woman doesn't take place on Earth 2, but it's pretty much on Earth 1. And the reason why it's not taking place on Earth 2, because Earth 2 is going to be fairly similar to that of the actual Earth 2 from the Arrowverse. And like in Legends of Tomorrow, the Justice Society is in Earth 1, just takes place like they're relevant in World War II and not really much past it. So the members of the Justice Society includes Alan Scott's version of Green Lantern. Also, it includes Wildcats and Dr. Fate as well. And then after that, it's pretty much the same as the Justice Society team we got in Legends of Tomorrow, except for the Shadow guy that I forgot his name, but I do know he's the son of Alan Scott. Won't be there because we already got Alan Scott. We don't need his son. They'll be like the same age, and that doesn't really work. Has consistency issues and stuff like that. So the episodes of Wonder Woman will be Pilot, Justice Society, Poison, Truth and Justice, Degadon, Warriors, The Giant, The Athlete, God of War, The Snowman Blues, Willpower, The Power of War, End of an Age. And of course, Ares will be the main villain, and he'll be pretty much, we'll see him fight all the Justice Society in the episode God of War, because he is God of War according to Greek mythology. And I might also have Alan Scott, Green Lantern, die. So that's basically the Wonder Woman episodes and all of that. So it's pretty much just representing the Golden Age. And then we'll see her pop up again later down the line. But that's pretty much it for the entirety of season 1 of Arrow and season 1 of Wonder Woman. So next part, I'll talk about the Flash and explain his differences. Not really much for the next part, but I'll also talk about Black Lightning in that part as well. I'm still kind of working on the title for part 2, but there you have it. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. And sorry for the background noise. It's been very difficult to basically do the voiceover for this video, because it's just been very hard for me to do this, you know. I plan to basically find a better place to do the next part, so that's good.